Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. I'm here with Ron. Ron, say your last name for me.
Ron Pavlak.
Pavlak. Thank you, Ron. And Bill, thank you. And Ron, come with me today. What do you have here with us?
We have a 58 Packard Hawk, very unusual car. They only made 588 of them. This is a Survivor, and it's a unique car.
It looks really, for 58, this is pretty impressive. I mean, quite unique fenders here as we're looking at, and the bumper. And when was the last year for Packards?
Packard's last year was 58, and this, of course, was the one-year-only model. It was only produced in 58.
So this is it.
This is it.
And let's take a look at some of the features. The typical Packard big hubcaps there. We got venting on the side, and the
Period correct mirrors for the car.
beautiful mirrors. The center
Carries the motif of the Hawk name.
and the center wipers there. Let's pull back just a little bit. Come on with me, Ron,
Okay.
and let's take a look at this car from the side. Let's keep moving back. We're actually,
Okay.
the car's long enough that we got to keep moving back a little. I'm sorry. And there we've got finally the whole car in. Looks great. Very long for a two-door.
A long 120-inch wheelbase car.
Talk about unique. We've got the vinyl on the outside of the door.
And those were, at the factory, called them armrest. Of course, you got to remember, back in that era, not many cars had air conditioning.
Yeah, you can see too on the door here that as you open the door, that closes, comes down around it.
Yeah.
So that, and a nice wraparound tail.
This is gold Mylar, unique, strictly the Packard Hawk. Kind of a common thing in the late 50s. A lot of it used on interior of cars, and door panels in particular.
Great fins on this car. Tell me about that exhaust.
The exhaust there, standard, came with dual exhaust, and those are factory deflectors, if you will. And it's basically to keep the crud from flying up on the bumper.
Yeah, no, it looks great, and it's the tail lights and the dual antennas. The symmetry looks great. The great Packard emblem in the back, and the wonderful tire there. Let's take a look at the interior. I want to take one more overall look at the car. We've got a good shot here. So Ron, how did you get this car out of all the cars in the world?
Well, I have a friend in Houston that kept bugging me about going to take a look at it. This car was located in Florida, and I didn't want to spend the time going down there on a wild goose chase like so many times I have with cars. So my son said, well, I could go, Dad, and fly down there one day and come back the next and give you a good...
Go ahead. Your son said...
Yeah, a good response to what the condition of the car is, and it basically, the car was accurately described as far as condition was concerned. And of course, there's been a lot of refinements in it since I've owned it. Basically, it's a 100% stock car as far as the interior is concerned. It's the way it came out of the factory.
And I see that it's a Concourse winner.
Yes, it is.
So this is really not only a unique car, but great opportunity to shoot your car and really kind of almost a look at history here.
So all Stewart Warner instruments, that was a Packard feature for the car. No options on that. Ashtrays in the door panels.
Let's shut the door. Let's look under the hood.
All right.
Go ahead.
right. We have a factory supercharged car. All the Packard Hawks were made with the supercharger. It was not an option.
So how fast is a
Well, this
not
is
fast, but horsepower?
It was 275 horsepower.
275 horsepower, which is huge at the time.
At the time, it was a very, very fast car.
That's a huge number. I want to get that. There's your supercharger right on top.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's shut the hood. And Ron, let's have you stand next to your car. Ron, thanks for being on My Car Story.
Okay, you're welcome, Lou.